This is our COVID Roundup and CDC update for January 3rd, 2025. And starting off, because we've had two back-to-back holidays in the US, we have delayed data. This is going to be true for both wastewater and for COVID variant testing, where the CDC is reporting here that they're not going to have COVID variant updates until January 17th. And for this predominant reason, this is going to be a very short roundup. Starting off with the 148 reporting wastewater facilities to wastewater scan in the US, we see that the COVID wastewater levels are getting very high very quickly. So what do I mean by that? Look at the slope of this line. It's going up very, very fast, with the current highest levels being recorded in Anchorage, Alaska, where they have specifically reached the highest levels that they've ever recorded. We have another all-time high in Yankton, South Dakota. We have a briefly matched all-time high in Harrison, Arizona, and high levels in Dover, New Hampshire. And interestingly, we see a different pattern when we look over to California in the west, and the 28 reporting wastewater facilities to wastewater scan there, where California has not yet started to really go up, meaning that this winter wave hasn't fully hit the west coast yet, so we're still teetering between phase 2 and phase 3, meaning that we aren't close to our peak of this winter wave just yet. Looking to New York State and the reporting wastewater facilities there, where, as a reminder, anything that is dark blue is low levels COVID in the wastewater, anything that is light blue is moderate levels, and anything from yellow to bright red is high levels COVID in the wastewater. Currently, about 44% of all reporting wastewater facilities in New York are reporting at the highest levels. This is up from about 22% the prior weeks, where our spatial trends across the United States are still showing that we're in that phase 2, almost phase 3, where the start of the wave usually begins in the northeast. It then spreads throughout the center of the country, reaching the west, and then sort of rebounding. To paint a better picture of this, we have December 3rd, the start of our wave, starting in the east-northeast, moving on to December 17th when it's starting to propagate across the Midwest, back to December 25th last week, and then the present time. It shows that slow growth spread over time, demonstrating that our wave is still growing, and that it's very likely that we're going to have a late peak of our winter wave this year. And while the US doesn't have good COVID variant data right now, we do have Canada, our neighbors to the north, where they show that XEC is still slowly increasing, that KP3.1.1 is on its way out, that are shown here, and that LP 8.1 is just starting to get a foothold. So again, for three reasons. One, because of our delayed spatial spread, because of the sudden emergence of a new dominant variant, which would be LP 8.1, I would start to think of XEC as a pseudo-dominant variant that is currently just playing the part of a dominant variant, but it's not a truly dominant variant. I would put a pretty good wager on the fact that this wave is going to continue increasing for the next couple of weeks, hitting a very atypical late peak, which means this is very unusual.